Wassail, beautiful people. We're getting to that lunar eclipse exit gateway, and I'm very excited by that. So we're doing a reading a little bit close to the camera. We're doing a reading today that's kind of based on your rising signs. Yes, I know some of you don't know your rising signs, but you can look at these energies as your sun sign. You can just look at them as what you have in that house. But I want to really kind of wassail, I want to kind of make this wassail blue, Jean Natalie, wassail Sandra, wassail Lunar Eclipse. So yes, rising signs, people. I've also, for this, I've put in some information in the description box, if you press it, that will show you how I've been told to look at the houses for this. So, wassail Kathy. And so we will be starting with Taurus and then going in opposition and moving forwards and jumping back to opposition. So let me just read you all. Wassail Holly. Let me read you all the house breakdown as we're looking at it for this lunar eclipse, that doorway out. So house 1 will be I am, which is the self and essence. House 2 will be I have, possessions and resources. House 3 is I think, and that is thought and communication, local environment and siblings. House 4 is I nurture, home and family, roots and sacral peace. Wassail willow pillow. House 5 will be I enjoy. So that's playfulness and pleasure, romance and fun, and personal creativity. House 6 is I bloom. Health and happiness, serving and caring. House 7, I partner, which is working together and sharing, stable, loving relationships. House 7, I emerge. Oh, I put emerge. Should be I emerge. So that's sex and renewal, decrepitude and transformation, and other realms of abundance. House 9 will be I explore, further learning and philosophizing, deep vision and self-understanding. House 10 is I alchemize, moving into the now, actioning ourself in the outer world. And house 11 is I trust, friends and community, goals and aspirations, the future now. Wassail Corey. And house 12 is I release. I burn the echoes of the past. I shift and grow. I become what I now know. Couldn't read that. Anyway, I've got a very extensive list of when we're in which rising sign, which house is where, and what's in them. And we're going to use the Alchemy of Astrology cards in a new way to link them to houses, planets, astrology, and see what comes. So we're going to begin in a sec with Taurus, but first of all, just going to give us a little general energy. Yeah, this is my, Corey, this is my necklace that I bought, I can't remember where, it was in the Colca Valley. It's where they sell this alcoholic cactus drink, which I did try out of curiosity, and it was nice, but I don't like drinking. So it's a little Andean cross, and I've decided that when I'm heading towards a full moon, I'm always going to have this side showing. And when we've been through that and we're heading towards a new moon, I can have the coloured side. I wanted one, and I waited and waited and waited until the right one came along. So I've gone back in that list. Let's go back down. And let's just give this, actually, I need to do it in Aries. Oh, I've got Chicha Morada and it makes me burp. It also gets all over everything. I put it all down my trousers the other day. Wassail, Donna, 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 Wassail, Katie Bogard. So, let's just see what we get. Because I don't know about you, but this eclipse has been Wassail, love, Deirdre. It's been a tricky bugger. It keeps bringing up shit. And I keep looking at the shit and working it out and transforming it, and then it brings up more shit. Oi! So look, it's saying, get yourself ready for this. This is the exit point. Sun. The sun will be in Scorpio, and the moon is in Taurus, and between that, compose. So compose, at the moment, is house 9 on this deck. It might not be on the future deck. This is I explore. So this is about further learning, philosophizing, deep vision, and self-understanding. I feel like I didn't read that one out somehow. But anyway, they're in the description box. So house 9, if you're looking at normal signs, is Sagittarius, and in Sagittarius is Hygeia at 12 degrees 36 minutes. So you can see hidden within that, there's a kind of Tesla trap frequency code, but you've got to explore and compose how you move out of this tunnel, because this eclipse tunnel, more than any, feels as though it's bringing us now into an energy where we've got to move past the entire past. We've got to just let go of all kinds of things. And then we've got to prepare ourselves for the massive shifting that begins next year. And it really does change. I was looking at how many, when you look at the 10 planets and where they sit in the zodiac throughout a year, certain signs become more powerful. And in 2020, when we went into all the lockdowns, Capricorn was dominating everything, and Pluto's been in Capricorn and it's in its dying days there. It's about to move into Aquarius and shift. And as we go through things, certain energies start to close down, so Capricorn's influence begins to reduce in the next few years. Aries comes to the fore, new beginnings, new shifts, and Aquarius is very dominant. Gemini becomes dominant. So there's all kinds of new aspects and energies, but it's all about, yes, a personal shift, but we're looking at the generational frequencies that are coming out. So this eclipse tunnel, really, you've got, a couple of days, and then you've got 6 months to work through. Get rid of everything in your life you don't need, because it's not going to serve you in the frequencies we're coming into. So, let's get me organised with timestamps. Yeah, Katie, it is slow, but you've got to think about the fact that the outer planets which influence generations, they move incredibly slowly. Pluto takes 248 years to get all the way around the solar system. And I think that the age of Aquarius got off to a bit of an early start before it was really ready. It didn't start in the 60s, just the thoughts of it did. So let's go. Taurus, Taurus. Let's have a timestamp for Taurus. 10:25 is Taurus. So I need to go and put my info here on Taurus so that I get the right houses. Now, as I said, we're kind of looking at rising signs. So if your rising sign is Taurus, you will get more out of this than if you're just looking at your sun sign. But you can look at your sun sign. You can look at any sign where you've got clusters of planets and see what you can learn from it, because all of our birth charts are individual. So let's go with Taurus. And let's get these astrology cards. You know, as we move forwards, all things from the past are just going to be let go of. The innovations to come when Pluto moves into Aquarius, and Saturn moves into Pisces, and Neptune moves into Aries, and Gaia, Uranus moves into Gemini. We're just going to let go of things. All that kind of nostalgia will just go. There will be no time for these things. They do not belong where we're all going. It's a renewal. It's a big global renewal. So, Taurus, lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. Taurus, lunar eclipse. So we've got some cards. We've got one that came first on the floor, and it is Scorpio. It's perfect because Scorpio is where the sun is. And we've got Virgo. And we've got Eros. And we've got Distill, which is house 3. We've got Earth. And we've got Moon in Gemini. So let's see what we get from these. So Scorpio, I need to go through. Scorpio is your house 7. So this is I partner, Taurus, I partner. Working together and sharing and stable, loving relationships. So in Scorpio, on the lunar eclipse, which is at 11:01 GMT, London Greenwich time, you've got the south node at 13 degrees. You've got Mercury at 15 degrees. You've got the sun in conjunction with Mercury at this lunar eclipse. Now remember, there was a conjunction with Venus at the solar eclipse. Now we're going to Mercury at the lunar eclipse, and you've got Venus at 20 degrees. So we're kind of looking at how you separate and disentangle yourself, Taurus, from your past, from energies. But this feels very much because it's about partnering, it's about relationships, and it's all kinds of relationships, you know. It's lovers, it's family, it's parents, it's children, it's friends, it's business partners. You're looking at how to section off and compartmentalize these energies because you need to refine them. The Virgo energy is talking about refining them. And it's interesting, Virgo has, let me just find it for you. Virgo has Ceres at 16 degrees. So you've got this energy with Virgo of Ceres being reunited with Persephone. Oh, Wassail, Eve. I need a bit of drink again. I'm all flushed and overexcited. I'm having a chicha spillage all down me. I need some more kitchen roll. They do smaller sheets here. Less wasteful until I do that. Maybe these could be, can you see a story in the chicha? It feels like a donkey with its tail on its nose. Like you're all out of sorts with yourself. Oh God, I've got chicha all over the table. Oh, Eve, don't worry about trying to collate anything. I'm going to do all the timestamps. I'm going to be a good boy. Oh, you see that there's something about this. That is that donkey energy with the tail in the wrong place. It's like there's two tails. There's two versions of you, Taurus. You need to discern your pure essence as you come out. And look, it's about love. You know, forget Eros as just being a cupid with a bow and arrow. Eros is a primordial energy of love in early creation before he was relegated to less than Venus and Aphrodite. There's something about a need for pleasure. You need pleasure. You need to write pleasures, enjoyments into your essence as you come out of this eclipse tunnel. And look, we've got distill and distill. You know, this energy is really about you distilling things down. House 3 for Taurus is Cancer. And in Cancer, you've got Dark Moon Lilith at 2309, and you've got Pallas Athena at 2357. So they're in conjunction. There's something about returning to power. It's a really strong energy. And how do you return to power? You connect with Venus. You're ruled by Venus. So there's this really strong energy of you utilizing a malleable quality to how you view everything. It's like, how do you see you? How do you see your parents? How do you see your children, your friends, your family? Find that energy, and then how do you apply more primordial love to all of your relationships, Taurus? How do you do that? How do you distill and refine the frequency down? And it's interesting, you've got Virgo and you've got Earth. 669. You've got this energy of opening a portal. Look, it's interesting. There's some sort of spirits where I'm staying, and seeing a lot less of them is sometimes the answer. I mean, it has to be said. But you can still apply love to transform your relationship with them when you do see them. This place has got a lot of spooky spirits in it, and I'm good at remembering when I shut doors and things like that, and I keep going away or going to bed and returning to a place in the house and the doors have been opened. It's like Spirit is saying doorways are opening for all of us everywhere. Portals are being revealed. If you can work through your own fears. You know, every time I'm presented with an eclipse fear, I work out how to transform it from the angle of love. Yeah, they did timestamps. It was great. How you transform it through love then opens yet another portal of opportunity. And it's about getting as many of these interdimensional doorways open now, Taurus, as you possibly can. And then earthing them, bringing them towards you, being the magnet on a highway of love for your dreams, for your aspirations, for the things that you need to change. And then you've got Moon in Gemini. I would say that it's asking you to be really creative in your thinking about how you approach that which angers or infuriates you. And that's very much the energy of the altar today and tomorrow before the lunar eclipse, which is that indignant rage. How do you control it? Because Gemini, for you, let me just find Gemini. Gemini is your house 2. So Mars is there at 25 degrees. And that's an old kind of frequency in Gemini. And Mars is in Gemini a long time, 7 months at the moment. And so it's really testing resolve. Yeah, Mars is in Gemini now. All of these things are more or less where they will be in 2 days' time. And this is something about how do you, because it's your house 2, if your rising sign is Taurus, it's how do you not be triggered to a form of fury and anger over other people's it's like a form of jealousy. Don't be jealous of what other people have. Bring more into your world with love. That's the frequency that's coming across here. So you're trying to disentangle and rupture and filter and distill down all of your relationships. Where do you apply love in your life, and how do you earth more love? How do you concentrate that loving frequency to frame any distortions that you have in your life? Because that's the point of an eclipse tunnel, to observe things and then to transform them. And the best way to transform anything is with love, with eros, by shooting your arrow at the things you most desire, the things you haven't been able to bring into your world. This is the opportunity. So, Taurus rising. If it's your sun or if you've got planets in Taurus, you can apply that information to them. But we're looking at these primarily with this deck as how it refers to where your rising sign delivers the other energies, like your house 3, as I just said. So that's you, Taurus. I should pop them back. I feel really warm. There's so much energy coming in. My face is burning. Humidity is rising. Right, so that was Taurus. Where's my timestamps? We're now moving on to Scorpio, because the sun will be in Scorpio creating the shadow. Scorpio. So Scorpio is at 24:00. Hello, Scorpio rising, or Scorpio, whatever you've got in Scorpio in your natal chart. Wassail get nailed, Wassail get nailed. So Wassail April. So look, Scorpio, lunar eclipse, doorway out of this eclipse tunnel, back to life, back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality. That's where we're all going. North Node, see? North Node is exactly where the moon will be in Taurus. Wassail philosophy. I'm sure I've missed some of you, but I have to focus when I'm reading. I'm so hot. I nearly sat down in a jumper because I was really cold. Yeah, click the thumbs up, people, because it helps to get my videos out to more people. And I really do spend so much time working to collate all this information. Oh, we got a partnership coming along. A couple of centaurs. Got Characlo and Pholus. Oh, we've got the Sun. We've got Taurus. And we've got Composed. That's so interesting. I put them back in separate places. That was the general that we just did to begin with. And I put the cards back. So, I'm just doing, it seems at the moment, 6 cards, but that won't hang true because this deck never delivers the same number every time. So, North Node, Taurus. So, Scorpio, your house Taurus is house 7, partnerships again. Interesting. And then Characlo is your house 4, I nurture. So that's home and family, roots and sacral peace. And Characlo is at 14 degrees, Saturn's at 18, and Vesta is at 26. Pholus, I believe, is in house Capricorn. So that's your house for I think. So you're going 7, 4, 3. House 7, house 4, and house 3. I think. So this is thought and communication, local environments, and siblings. So you've got Pholus at 4 degrees. You've got Quar at 8 degrees. And you've got Pluto, obviously, at 26, almost 27. Then you've got the Sun, which is at home. Your life force is almost out there waiting for you. And then you've got house 9. Your house 9 is I explore, and it's in Cancer. And there you've got Dark Moon Lilith and Pallas Athena, bringing this energy of returning to self, being empowered. It feels like the opportunity coming for you is to face your destiny finally. You know, the sun's going to be hidden behind the earth. And so it's almost like, for the moment of the eclipse, Scorpio, there's like a kind of reset button going on for you. A chance to draft a whole new world for you. Exploring you. In this eclipse, explore your boundaries and the things in your life that you feel have been unintended. They weren't unintended. You were meant to walk into all those unintended consequences because they were a springboard for you growing and transforming and being the graceful enforcer of new boundaries. This is shamanic law. There's some kind of pathway. I mean, for some of you, I think you felt really sick during this eclipse. Yeah, it should have been kind of a feeling of celebrating your own frequency, your south node, but there's something where I sense you just wish you could move past your south node and almost be more fixed earth, be more congealed, be more you, find your song, to be more crystallized is this kind of energy. There's the frequency of an unknown journey, and I think that unknown journey is what's been holding you back. And I think it's what's been, what do I want to say? It's the lessons that you had to learn. You're in the moment, South Node is in your house, there's this sense of stepping past some kind of threshold of where you came from and actually springboarding into a brand new destiny. Being more, I want to say more immovable. There's something, Scorpio rising, where this energy, or whatever you've got in Scorpio in your birth chart, there's an energy here of needing to cool your emotions, needing to see that there are alternative pathways that are opening for you, to be softly instinctual, to trust you. There's something where the bruising that you have been feeling is an inability to trust a destined pathway and to set your true boundaries in the face of this frequency of radical shifts. You know, there is something, there is something fixed about you which has to be changed, but to change you to become something more fixed in the earth in a way in which it's been impossible before. It's like every time you try to ground yourself, there's been a sense of the muddying of your emotions, and you can't bear your emotions being muddied. And so it's time to sort of allow an energy to pour down and make your water, your fixed energy, go deep into the earth to nourish the nutrients and to then suck those nutrients up. And as the shadow passes, you've got to let that energy take away your shadows. It's a lovely doorway, but it is a reset button for you. A little bit more chicha. So hot. So very, very, very warm. So Taurus, it's Scorpio. It's because I'm looking at the card Taurus. It's interesting that you both came up in each other's signs. You are a combined energy, and it might be you're gonna what's that, Ben? Gonna be breathing like Darth Vader. So Taurus, embrace the composition of you, of a new frequency for you. So we're now moving on to Gemini. Are you Gemini rising? Are you Gemini rising? Oh, timestamp. Gemini. So this is 34. That's quite good. They're only sort of like 10 minutes each. I was thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to be here for about 17 hours. So Gemini. Let's knock Taurus and Scorpio out of the deck. Scorpio ain't going anywhere. We've got Venus on the bottom, ruling Taurus. Not going anywhere. Wassail, shady, wassail, Angela Moon. I'm so hot. Sorry, that's probably really loud on the microphone. So, Gemini. Gemini. Oh, look at you. Spirit of Pluto. The essence of Pluto. Whoa. Self-actualizing. Let's just get those. Oh, what's gone on there? Don't do that. Oh my goodness, look, you've got Pallas Athena and Dark Moon Lilith. They are in conjunction. We'll check where in a minute on your sign. You've got Sulfur and you've got Pholus, who was in the last one. And down here you've got Quincunx. Careful how you say it, everybody. So Gemini, house 12, you begin in house 12. What's your house 12? It's Taurus, and this is the energy of I release. Okay, so this is I burn the echoes of the past. I shift and grow. I become what I now know. So what are you becoming? I feel like you're becoming diamagnetic. I feel like you're about to actualize yourself. You've got Spirit and Pluto. Pluto will move on the 23rd of March into Aquarius, but this is your house 12, which is Taurus. So you've got the moon at 16 degrees. So you're looking at actualizing your emotions, actualizing North Node, which is your destiny, at 13 degrees. Then you've got Gaia, Uranus, retrograding at 16 degrees. And also Sedna is retrograding. Sedna's not in this deck because Sedna moves so slowly. But the point is that Sedna is like unconscious actions, Gemini, that have led you to the transformation that you're going through. So it's where we are bewitched. It's where energy calls us. And Sedna is at 29 retrograding, so she's on the cusp. She's on the cliff edge. Oh, that really did hurt my leg, metal leg of the table. So she's seeing into you, into the soul of you. She will move eventually into Gemini, but not yet. But it's this real energy of self-actualization, liberation of your soul from material obsessions. And this is a glimpse into the unseen realms, the dreams that we have of formlessness. I feel like this diamagnetic energy of Pluto, which is when you go against the grain. You've got to go against the grain. You've got to bring this frequency here, this conjunction of Pallas Athena and Dark Moon Lilith, which is like being birthed, ready, but you're not quite ready, Gemini. So let's just find where Cancer is for you. It's Gemini, it's house 2. So it's that sense of possessions, and it's about releasing your obsession with possessions, freeing yourself of the weight of ownership. And that can be, you know, gorgeous things, clothing, cars, houses, all those kind of things. But it can also be the possession of elements of control, elements of fear, that energy where you get into moments, Gemini, where in a social situation, you're whirling around, but actually you're in a blind panic. That's the energy. There's a nervousness that has to be overcome here. And you have to understand that the power to be a kind of prodigal child, empowered, to recognize your own sovereignty. You've got to, I'm getting this real energy here of the fear of the darkness within. And as this lunar eclipse happens, the shadow of the earth will pass across the surface of the moon. And I feel that this is a chance for you to really become stronger. So you've got sulfur, cardinal modality with Pholus, and being at odds and not speaking. So there's something about existing but opposing. There's something about knowing things that you need to shift that are radical, but then opposing the idea. You've got to come to some coherence, a single cardinal modality, so that you can spark. It's not, it says renewal, but it's not a renewal. It's something new for you. It's letting go of obsessions. There are all kinds of obsessions, and these obsessions could be that frequency as well of addiction. Letting go of the addictions, because there's something here with Pholus which is about we all have addictions and obsessions, whether they're good or bad. They're still addictions, things we do repetitively. And there's something here where things crop up, Pholus frequencies, law of unintended consequences, that kind of energies that we bash into that we don't really want to witness. But there's something here where you are allowing the darkness to just go, yeah, well, you know, I expected that, really. And yet there's a way to transform it. It's like you're not being honest with yourself as you move through this eclipse tunnel. You're opposing your own, I want to say perfection, which is interesting. You're opposing an energy. Now, when I look at this, what's really interesting is the number of these symbols that have a cross on them, that have the line that's pushed across, the up and the down. It's there all over the place. And actually, this one sideways is acting like a key. There's something about these that feels as though to change your key energies to unlock and change this quincunx frequency that just, I feel, is like itchy skin for you. It just doesn't go away. And that's something that you've got to find a way to feel a transformation. And this is what I'm constantly being given this energy of empowering, being born fully formed. Oh, I picked up the wrong one. Being born fully formed, being protected, being able to have a negotiation with yourself, creating a new philosophical pathway for you forwards. Peace Loves Music 44, Wassail. So yeah, it's about approaching those energies that make you itchy and nervous and transforming your addictions, your boundaries. The fact that it's almost like there's a cognitive dissonance within you and you're not talking yourself around this situation, and you're really wanting to bring some kind of, I feel like you're being given so many dreams, visions, and you can't understand them, you can't put them in line. You're almost seeing them as this kind of law of unintended consequences, as if there's no truth. You're not seeing the pattern to your own existence. And you can open that door and step into a different you. That's what I love about eclipse tunnels. They give us the opportunity for total renewal. So, Gemini, how was you? We're going on to Sagittarius. So let's move down to Sagittarius. Let's put a timestamp in for Sagittarius. So 46:10. It's easy at the moment. It gets harder when it starts saying 100 and you have to turn it into hour and minutes and seconds. Oh, I picked up the wrong deck. Oh no, have I just... Right, so this feels very like it's your energy, Sagittarius. You're just in the wrong place. You've fitted all your bits and pieces into somebody else's life, Sagittarius, and you've got to work out how you just clean yourself up a little bit. Let's get the right deck. We're not doing the runes today. We're just using the Alchemy of Astrology. I did bring other decks because I didn't trust myself. Right, let's just put them down there out of the way so that doesn't happen again. Now, let's put these all back, Sagittarius. Patience, Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, let's have another go at yours. Oh, they got a bit stuck. So, Sagittarius, what do we have for Sagittarius rising? You're opening with Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius and Pisces. We'll find out where they are for you in a minute. Your birth chart shows 3 R's. They're retrogrades. Some planets appear to be going backwards. Oh, fabulous, Chinese. Oh, look, you got your little droppage here. We've got trining. We've got Saturn, which is in Aquarius. And we've got Quar, which is in Capricorn. And we've got Moon in Cancer for you. So let's look first of all, Aquarius. Sagittarius. Aquarius is house 3, I think. So in Aquarius you've got Chariklo, 4 degrees, Saturn at 18 degrees, and Vesta at 26 degrees. So Saturn and Aquarius are really pulling their energies together. And that's 1119. 1119. There's a frequency with that 12 there that talks about a kind of framework. There's a framework. And then you've got house 4, Pisces, I nurture, Juno at 8 degrees, Neptune retrograding at 22, and Jupiter retrograding at 29. And there's this trining energy. This is talking about, I have to check that. There's a trine coming up for you. Uranus and Pluto trine. Uranus and Pluto trine. Neptune sextile. So this is about how you're working, this opportunity that's opening for you right now, Sagittarius, runs for a period from now almost to February 2027. This is a really long-term energy that's transforming, and it's telling me you've built the framework to hang the goodness on, to bring the empowered harmony, to project ease in life. And Kauai is such a powerful place. That's where the Pluto part is. That energy there. Pluto will be moving. And this is some kind of chance to sort of create a new, I want to say hymn book. And you've got this intuition card with Moon in Cancer that's drawing me towards this frequency of removing a bellyache. So there's a really strong energy here of sacral, of bringing your emotions, Sagittarius, back in line, back into your sacral chakra, and the removal of toxic emotions that need to almost charm and bewitch yourself, to bring in, there is this real sense in this, it's going back to that framework and applying this new magical frequency that's being offered. And it's interesting for you that that's being offered. It's not like the others where they often say seek. It's this energy of feeling ready, Sagittarius, after a long pause, after feeling really heavily restricted. Pisces is I just need to check the house number of Pisces was house 4. So bringing this energy back to the self, retuning your sacral, bringing the seat of all your emotions into an alignment. It's like, again, they're just saying to me, the framework, apply a confidence, apply a charm, command your own sacral to kind of wake up again, to come back to you, to bring you, there's something, I'm being shown loads of formulas being written out. The formulas are already there. You have all the materials within your physical body to hang a new tune, a new frequency into your frame. And there's something about, it's almost like you need to envision how there is magic, life, source, frequency in the frame of everything. Everything you see and do, there's a background frequency of this wonderful magic. This is the cosmic shaman. This is a really powerful, profound energy. You've got that same 1239 frequency, the magic code to some kind of redemptive frequency, transformation, to be fortunate, to have this energy, fortune with you. It's all there within you. It just, there's something about you needing to project the creativity and the understanding that you will succeed. Yeah, I love Kuar. Kuar. It's like a West Country in Britain pirate. The Kuar is the singer of existence. It's the singer that makes the tune. And we're dealing here with thinking, Aquarius, boundaries, making new thought boundaries, Saturn, and then Vesta, applying an ever-burning light. You've got all the materials, Sagittarius, for this new frequency to move forwards. But you have to trust. You have to call in the Sadir magic, the energy of the prophecy. If you want this healing, you have to bring it into you. So we always say, you know, if you want to manifest something, you say it's in the now. But you need to bring it into the future now, not just the now. You need to bring it into the future now. Forget the past. It's like the past has built all of the framework for this new tune to sit on. So that's a beautiful energy. And it also feels very much, for me, someone once wrote that I do terrible readings for Sagittarius. And that feels like a really wonderful moment. Ride on with the centaur. Get on the ride. Sagittarius has places to go. And Sagittarius is not going to wait for you. Become your centaur and ride with zeal. It's what we're getting here. So that's Sagittarius. So next will be Cancer, I believe. Yes, Cancer. So Cancer's timestamp is 57:25. I'll have another little bit of chicha. Oh my God. I love it so much. Thank you, Tiffany's Empire. Wassail, Diana Rantes. Wassail, Sacred Seer. Wassail, Strega de Solemn. So, we're moving on to Cancer rising or any cluster of places, planets you've got in Cancer. Apply this as you walk out that moon door. I'll be very glad to get out of this lunar eclipse tunnel, and yet it's the lunar eclipse tunnel I was born in, so I kind of very childishly thought it was going to be easy for me. And it bloody wasn't! Cancer. What have you got? You begin with Libra. Oh, you've got quite a few cards here. You begin with Libra, you've got Vesta, and you've got Aquarius. And I think Vesta was in Aquarius. And you've got Moon in Gemini, Moon in Gemini. You've got an air trine going on here. An emotional air trine. You've got Hygeia, who is in Sagittarius, I believe. Probably saying all the wrong numbers. I want one more card, please. I was thinking it'll give me two, and it did. Moon in Scorpio and Soot. So, Libra. Where is Libra for Cancer? House War. There's a lot of energy in this eclipse of returning to self, returning to the sacral. It's coming up a lot as an energy frequency. And it's interesting because it's represented by different signs for each sign, because the houses all shift. So you're looking at Libra is a really interesting energy. We haven't had it in house 4, but it's very asteroidal. So Libra has Make at 9 degrees and 9 minutes, which is a bit of a divine energy. You've got Psyche at 27 degrees, Eros at 29. They've been in conjunction and they're separating, but they are the two altars, Eros and Psyche, today and tomorrow. So they've applied and they've separated. And then you've got Haumea at 29:53. So you've got this really strong energy of sort of looking at the details, is what I want to say. The eternal hearth light. It's like you need to rake over your fiery embers in your sacral. Now, Vesta is in Aquarius. So Aquarius is your house 8. So how are you in this tunnel emerging? So I emerge. This is sex and renewal, decrepitude and transformation, and other realms of abundance. So there's some kind of frequency where you need to tune in. Where's your Aquarius? That was Aquarius. Vesta's in Aquarius, 26 degrees. So you're trying to tune thoughts. This is really big kind of thought energy going on to look at how you imagine your thoughts are the coals in the fire, and they're quite sooty, and there's a lot of things in there that you've been avoiding looking at. Sorry, I'm just being drawn to the fact that we've got this formula again being available, but there's something about it talking to me about the coals needing emotions, and that's water, and you would think that that would put something out, but there's something about the sublimation energy of if you flick the water onto the hot coals that are all sooty and just look as though they're dying, they will create steam. It moves, it's like taking ice, solid water, putting it on, and it turns it into steam, and you miss the emotional fluidity that goes on. You've got a lot of emotional journeying to do here. You've got to work through, there's an energy of a kind of an anger with the outside world that goes on at the moment for you. That idea of going back into the world is causing you fear, Cancer. It's interesting because I'm getting that energy of water, but not seeing water other than the moon in Scorpio, that very fixed X-ray vision that you have. But I feel that you turn your X-ray vision on yourself too much, and then that's making you uncomfortable with yourself. Mutable air on fixed water. You've got this energy of the biome. So somehow I want to talk about the fever forcer. It's like you need to force yourself into an energy of emotional discomfort. But you need to think about how you bring that in. You need to think, what makes me uncomfortable? How am I going to tune myself in and transform energies that I don't really want to see? Because it's a shadow. That's what lunar eclipses show. coming back to the light. Don't know whether you can hear that, but the club opposite started up. There's something behind the biome, like there's something hidden behind your holistic healing, your well-being. There's something it's the sooty then. It's the chaos. Your biome is in chaos. And there's some kind of energy where there's a sort of no, Cindy, it's the Alchemy of Astrology deck. Basic moisture. Getting this notion that you are basic moisture, but it's been frozen. And now it's the time to bring this Libran energy of sublimation to your soul. To go right down into your soul and work on what you eat. Working on what you eat. Changing how you consume. And there's an energy here as well of Venus, cosmic love cycles. Venus is in Scorpio. She's coming back out as the evening star. It's a transformative energy. It's an energy of love, but the thing I'm really getting here is applying cardinal thoughts to edit your sooty emotions so that you can be forever standing in your power. The light, the half light, the flame of your soul being inextinguishable. I feel like it's like that metaphor of there's a torch and it doesn't shine any light, and it's not because it isn't switched on. You're switched on, but you need to clean the mud off the lens so that you can let the light out. You've got to let the light out, but your light is related to the health of your body. You got to work on thinking more preciously about your physical form. That's what's coming across here. The physical form. And there's something that's coming through that's almost where you almost have been. It's like the word ego has become a dirty word to you. So you're avoiding all those kind of ego terms, ego death and all that kind of thing. But there's something about, it's not to do with your ego. It's to do with your ability to combine all these thoughts into your body, but your body feels not loved by you, not emotionally cherished, Cancer. So, that really caught my throat, like I didn't want to say it. You have to be more emotionally rebellious. Don't be boxed in, throw the box away, burn the box, put it on the fire with the embers. So what are you working towards? They're saying to me, you're working to release yourself from these structures and to have a sense of cardinal, wild sexuality. But you're not going to get that if you don't love your body. So get your emotions in line. Praise your physical form that you're in. Give yourself time to heal. It's lovely energy. They wanted me to say, this is the seed of all things. Stable emotions linked into our physical form through our consciousness is the seed of all things. It's the limitless potential within the void. So Cancer rising, that was your little message. Another little bit of chicha. I made this and it's delicious. So now we're moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn. And you are at, my leg's still hurting, 7040, which is actually 011040. So Capricorn. What's waiting for you at the end of the lunar eclipse? Yeah, I have shared the recipe for it. It's difficult to make unless you can get hold of purple maize. It's on my Instagram page, which is rustling around. There's a picture of it and there's a list of the ingredients. It's basically just 4 cobs of corn, purple corn, the skin of a pineapple, 2 quince peeled and chopped. It's some sour apples chopped, about 4 or 5. They're only tiny. This time I put some apricots in as well, and you boil it all for 90 minutes, and then when it's done you strain it, add some sugar and squeeze some lime juice in. Oh, and there's cloves, 8 cloves and 2 cinnamon sticks in with the boiling. So, I'm getting another heat on again. Ooh. So, Capricorn. Capricorn, what's your door out? What are you doing, Capricorn? Ooh. What are you doing, Capricorn? What are you doing, Capricorn? Some cards stand over there. I don't want them ones. I want cards for... I'm burping again with this Chicha Morada. Oh, it's doing it again. No cards for Capricorn. There we go. Ooh, Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus. Bolt from the blue. Moon in Leo. Psyche. Today is Psyche's day. She's indignantly enraged. Oh, that's a big pile. Oh no, it's not. It's only 2. Let's just put them in. So we've got Earth, not Earth the element, Earth the planet, universal seed. Moon in Virgo. Take retrograding. The illusions. Square. Ooh, and the Philosopher's Stone. Now that's a beautiful card to end with. That's really bringing things together. Oh, I'm so hot. I feel like I'm going to break into a sweat. I'm drinking Chicha Morada that I made, Cindy. It's a very Peruvian drink. They sell it everywhere, but it's always got too much sugar in for me. So I like to make it. I like these cards too, Kathy. So Ophiuchus is coming in as the bolt from the blue. But I'm going to just give a vague look for you and see. It's a bolt from the blue that's kind of, what can you trust to release? What can you trust to let go of? It's kind of like a movement from house 11 to house 12. So it's that sense of goals and aspirations, the future now, and it's burning the echoes of the past. It's bringing you into the now. It's a cosmic thread of galactic divine consciousness. It's the snake bearer. And then we got Moon in Leo. So Leo, this is the first moment we've had Leo. Leo for you is in house 8, which is to I emerge, sex and renewal. So this is transformation again. It's fascinating the way this is bringing up similar houses, but having to use completely different signs depending on your rising. So you have got decrepitude and transformation and other realms of abundance. Other realms of abundance. And then you've got Psyche, which is in Libra. And Libra is your house 10. That's the first journey into house 10 that we've had. This is, I alchemize. You're alchemizing your own philosopher's stone. That's beautiful. Wonderful, Capricorn. So this is moving into the now, actioning ourselves into the outer world. You're rebirthing yourself and your psyche. You're deifying your energy to bring yourself back into the world. This awkwardness, this taking the fear from the square, taking that energy of action and conflict, taking that energy as 84477. You're ending in very powerful master numbers. You're squaring that circle. You're bringing that in to your frequency. You're bringing, transforming, removing, penetrating the troubles that you have, the hiccups, the things that you can't fathom out. You're sweeping them away. You're spring cleaning all the friction so that you can bring your psyche back into an alignment, Capricorn. It's lovely, really gorgeous energy. So what do we have with these two? We have Earth, the universal seed, the grid anchor. You're anchoring, it's like these two, the Earth snake and the cosmic snake. They meet in the chest. They meet in the heart. The frequency of the Ouroboros, or as everyone else likes to say, Ouroboros. The earliest description or inscription is on the Book of the Dead from Tutankhamun's tomb, and there are two Ouroboros snakes. There's one above the head and shoulders, and there's one below the feet, and that's these two cosmic energies. It's bringing your physical body into alignment with your conscious cosmic frequency of where the thread of destined galactic consciousness that links all the way back to your full soul's energy. And it's bringing them into alignment, and it's bringing that energy of trusting to a brand new flow. These two together are really bringing a detailed awareness of how you can completely redefine your soul, your psyche. And there's a lot of the frequency of self-love that has to take place in that, and self-forgiveness. There's a kind of an energy of having a tussle with your own past, and yet your past is not the point. It's your future now. It's your future now. Bringing what is your now and actioning it as a future, as an alchemized philosopher's stone. There's something really like a renewal, but like it's an energy that I feel that you're not willing to so easily accept. This is the chance to go on a new earth walk, to experience something precious. This is rare. This energy of bringing all your primal materia into the sea womb, and that's the cosmic lagoon, the ocean, to bring about an emergence. It's like I'm hearing release the Kraken, and the Kraken is somehow your past, and you want to release the Kraken from your now, from your current existence. You need to acknowledge the vastness of your darkness, because when you do that, that's when you get this mystical, magical deification of your wholeness, bringing yourself into a preparedness for the transformation of the earth. Because Capricorn, your house's energy has been so dominant, it feels as though it's even overpowered you and it's had you lost. And its influence in the next few years is going to shrink down, and it's going to make you much more capable of growth, because it's like having been injected with a load of cosmic steroids, and it was too much. It was too much for you. It's made you uncomfortable with yourself, and this is the moment of changing, bringing your body, your two snakes, into alignment to transform you. So, that was gorgeous, Capricorn. They're all gorgeous. It's a gorgeous moment in time when we can transform things. My shin is still hurting from knocking it earlier. So we're going to be moving on to Leo. I believe it's Leo. It's Leo. So I'm going to have a bit of Chicha Morada before I timestamp them. Don't forget to give me thumbs up. It's all gone now. But I did bring some nice chilled water. Yeah, I'm going up on the roof. Up on the roof. Oh, look, it's got a lovely little blush colour. I love a bit of full moonlight. The moon here is going to be like at 6 a.m. And I don't know how much I'll see, because I think it might be light by then. So I think the seeing of it here will be no good. I did see it last year in Mexico. I saw it go total and round. The only thing is, when you see it in Mexico, it's really high up in the air, because where we are on the globe. Whereas, oh, don't talk to me. No, I didn't ask to talk to you. Phone, go away. I don't ever talk to it. Is there something else I can help you with? No. So when you're in the UK, the moon, because of the angle of the earth, it's a lot bigger. You get to really see just how spherical it is in a lunar eclipse. Oh, I'm still burping chicha, people. Oh, timestamp Leo. Timestamp Leo. I'll leave those cards there, Leo. I got a bit confused there. Leo, timestamp 84. 85. Let's do 85. Because by the time I've calculated what that is, 012500. Yeah, sort of there. So we were shuffling. Didn't do your timestamp. You're opening with Eros. Love, 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 love the earth. And Pisces. Interesting. And then let's see what else we get. They've got a fall. They've got a fall. They've got a fall. There's another. Ooh, looky, looky. You got Ceres. She's in Virgo, meeting her daughter who's coming back from Hades. It's like spring returning. Boiling sex. Leo. Oh, I've got to stop myself. One more. It'll probably give us 3. Gave us 2. Ooh, it's given us Capricorn. And it's given us Salt. You got to remove something. You got to remove something from your song lines. You got to change your tune, Leo. But let's go for where we've got what in which house, Leo rising. Leo rising. Eros is in Libra, which is your house 3. I think you think about sex all the time at the moment, Leo. So, there is a little joke in that, but there is also a truth. There's something about how you've lost your sexual prowess, and that's where your focus needs to be. You need to think yourself back to pride in yourself somehow. So, it's what they're saying. There's also an energy, I have to say, just as an aside, of pregnancy in this. And materializing offspring. But that's not for everyone, but I am feeling that energy in here. So, Pisces for you is house 8, sex, empowering. Can't get away from this. Empowering sexual projections, eroticism, playfulness. Look at this. Look at these 2 symbols. It's bringing energy back together, bringing balance back to your life. I want to say, yeah, we're joking, we're saying sex a lot, but there is a sexual energy here, there really is. But there's also just an energy of being, it's chicha, C-H-I-C-H-A, and then a new word, morada, M-O-R-A-D-A. Chicha morada. So, it's like, what do I want to say? There's a kind of sex magic energy within this. And your sex magic is only as powerful alone as it has been. And there's been something there that feels like a lonely walk for you, Leo. And there's some need to focus an awareness on a need for a better sexual practice, sexual play. This really is very sexual. There's kind of like an energy on being given the bad taste in the mouth, on sort of like not seeing your sexual prowess for the beauty that it's meant to give. Not trusting previous sexual experience. There's an agitation and having been scalded, there's lust taboos. There are things that you've spoken of. So I need to look at what House 8 is Pisces. You see, there's something where there's a kind of boiling steam, and I don't mean steamy sexy, I mean like a fog that's like a kind of, you've lost the ability to, let's talk about sex, baby, let's talk about you and me. You've lost it, and that's what you're seeking as you come out of this door, to re-empower the sexual power that we have. You know, it's almost been removed. There's a real energy of a kind of puritanical attitude towards sex at the moment. And sex is a beautiful thing, or it should be. And I understand from this energy here, this bad taste in the mouth frequency, that the wrong frequency is materializing, and that's been knocking you back. But you're searching, oh my God, I was going to say, you're searching to plant your seed. That's not what I meant. You're searching to anchor your sexual magic power back into the now. It's a powerful energy, you know? And it's been fermenting. It's been breaking down. It's been rotting. It's been blighted. And yet there's something in this about harvesting the power of your sexual magic. You know, eroticism is a beautiful thing when it's allowed the freedom to bloom without judgment. And there is this energy where I feel that somebody has recently, or a long time ago maybe, just walked on, trod on, crushed, squashed your sexual desires, your eroticism, your kinks. You've been told, you've been wounded by things that turn you on being expressed to another. That's the energy, and you've got to re-find the shamelessness. There is no shame to your erotic desires. They're valid. Leo. I am on Leo, aren't I? So I need to look up Capricorn here for you. Leo. It's your house 6. Capricorn, I bloom, dissolve any shame, energize and invigorate. Don't allow your playful eroticism to be withered. You've got to reconnect with it. So you've got Pholus, Qua and Pluto. You've got this energy in Capricorn of the optional renewal, the rewriting of song lines, earthing them, cardinal earth frequency, bringing that energy back in. This is a real nowness, a need to bring that back into your now. it's this resurrect your sensual delights. Find a way to trigger a deep joy within your physical body that is, spasmodic within you. It triggers a whole series of orgasms. That's what we're looking at here. This is the return to orgasm, not necessarily ejaculation. It's a different thing. This is being touched by another or by yourself, to begin with, because you've got to redefine this magic, but it's about giving yourself those moments of sheer delight. So, Capricorn. Leo. Capricorn, Leo. Go have some fun. Maybe with a Capricorn. Leo's putting it about town. Leo's got sexual magic frown. Okay, so where are we going next? Aquarius. Aquarius. 96. 55. So 96 is 013655. Aquarius. I'll have a little sip of this pale pink water. It's interesting. Earlier I was really hot, but that really hot reading didn't make me hot. Aquarius. Ooh. You're in opposition. There's tension. Oh, look at that. I'm bringing it right back round to a conjunction. Massive transformation. Life force, sun, and lunar eclipse. You are bang on the marker here. I've got an itchy scalp now. Oh, that's too many. I'll take those two, but that's too many. Oh, Chiron and Pluto. Oh, that's really, I don't know what that is. It's like a little tickle at the back of my neck. This is about healing wounds. Look, the opposition of Chiron, the wound, the need to resolve the tensions, to be healed, and then bringing that healing in with Pluto, I guess, as he moves into your sign of Aquarius. On the 23rd of March. So, oh, I don't know what that is. This is fabulous. You are bang on the money here somehow with this lunar eclipse and sun, life force. It's returning your life force, but it feels like it's a progression coming in from opposition to yourself and your own thoughts. It's interesting because you're fixed there. And of all the signs, you do have that energy where you're very rigid. And this is transforming your rigidity. This is moving through an energy to something brand new. I'm being told to pull another. Oh, Psyche. I can't stop that coughing. It's like there's a little tiny, it's like having swallowed a fly. I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. So, Sun is in Scorpio. So Aquarius, Scorpio for you is house 10. I alchemize. And this is alchemizing. To go from opposition to conjunction, to bring back home all of those energies that you oppose, to bring them into yourself. That's very much the energy coming with Pluto in Aquarius. It's this real sense of healing of your wounds. So Chiron is in Aries. Let's see where Aries is. Your house 3. Think, communicate. I think local environment and siblings. Chiron is there at 12 degrees. Aries is there at 24. Pluto's in Capricorn. So Capricorn for you is house 12. Releasing hidden truths. They don't feel like hidden truths though. What do they feel like? They feel like the compressed self. Your rigidity, your oddball humanitarian desire, your rigidity for there being only one solution has to be paired off against the coming energy of Neptune, Jupiter, and Saturn all passing through Aries, which is the self. This is about realigning you. This lunar eclipse, Sun in Scorpio, let's just go back. Scorpio is house 10, alchemizing. South node, Mercury at 15 degrees, the Sun at 16 degrees. There's something about this conjunction to free yourself, to be more fluid. You've got to go through a moment here, Aquarius, of you've got to re-philosophize. You've got to transform the rigidity of your current humanitarian philosophy because it wounds you. It's affecting your ability to integrate the shadows. And this is the moment when you do it. The Sun and this lunar eclipse card is offering you an esoteric shadow gift, a moment of doing some kind of test of time to give you power, identity, to bring you back to a truer light, and then to kind of allow an emotion to run through you. There's something about Aquarius Ganymede pouring the waters, the water bearer, but the waters currently coming out that are being offered to you in this lunar eclipse portal as you leave is to wash the wounds of the age of Pisces that we've lived in, to prepare, it's really tickling my throat, to prepare a new, imagine you're pouring like Temperance does and like the Star does between cups. You're washing through, you're flushing through, removing the wounds of the age of Pisces, and then your vessel, your jug, the seat of your soul can be refilled with the the new energy, the unwounded, bringing the conjunction back to you, that conjunction of the Sun and Mercury, some kind of ability to communicate health, to blossom, to breathe, and it is about sort of connecting with the deification aspect of you, recognizing the aspect inside you that is source, that is vitality. There's a lot of fours in here. 41, 40, 49. And it's coming down to a 22, which is Chiron. It's pointing at the wounds. 22, 23. Move on from the wounds. This is a door that's opening to transform your psyche. This is a door that's opening to transform your philosophy. And you've got to embrace those changes. But it does feel like it's an energy that's running from now, and it will improve on the 23rd. But you have to work on this. You have to allow the wounds to come up, the primal wounds. And you need to integrate a new human acceptance of a way, I wanted to say to relive your life then, but to live your life going forwards has to be, there's an integration here of the spine and the nervous system. It's this, there's a smoothness, it's that bringing the spine and the nervous system as if that's them. The spine and the nervous system, those moments when you're anxious, to remove them, to bring them down, to just pull them back in. So that your psyche can bloom and grow. It's a really wonderful energy. It really is. So, Aquarius. A lot of power in your reading there, I have to say. Power to heal. Not just you though. This is the power to heal you, and then that light will shine on the collective. Sorry, I keep doing that really loud bang if you've got headphones on. I'm really sorry. Virgo. So Virgo, what's your timestamp? 108:15, no, 108:20, because by the time I've done the maths, 01:48:25 actually. Virgo! What you got, Virgo? We still got all those naughty Virgos in here. Have we got those naughty Virgos in here? Ooh, squaring off. You're squaring off. You're starting in conflict. Hot-headed, like I've been all the way through this. I'm not taking that one because I knocked it out with my chin. Oh, sorry, I did it again. I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Interesting. Sun and North Node. Squaring off your life force. Squaring off your life force. I've been having really weird lungs since I came back down. They feel like they're full of water after having been dehydrated. Moon in Pisces. That's way too many cards. I'll take those two. Spirit and Moon in Gemini. I feel like I need one more. Well, it's not that I feel like I'm being sold. That's not the end. There we go. Oh! That's what it needed. Sex in the lunar eclipse. Sorry, sextile. Right, so I'm getting itchy back now. What's going on? So Virgo, squaring the sun. The sun is in Scorpio, so Virgo. Scorpio is your house 3. House 3 is coming up a lot in this. I think. So we're looking at South Node, North Node. So we're looking at how somehow there is conflict between the energy of where you came from and where you're going to. That's what we're getting here. And it's playing on your mind. It's ticking over the whole time. What is your destined pathway? What is your fated destiny? There's something here where they're telling me to remind you that this is an opportunity to get ahead of the game. Obviously next year, the nodes in July, around the 18th or something, shift into North Node Aries, and then South Node will be in Libra. But then the next shift will be to your sign. It's like being given the chance to get ahead of a game so that you're squaring off with where you came into the world. What were your gifts that you came in with that you've lost or forgotten, or you have, you feel they were unusable? They're about to become usable. They're about to become the whole dragon. So you're still having some kind of friction with the gifts you came with, as opposed to applying them to the dragon's head as the lessons to be learned. And you've got to identify the light that you lost with the gifts you never used. Then we have Moon in Pisces. North Node's in Taurus. Sorry, I just need to go to Taurus for you. So Taurus is your house 9. I explore. So this is further learning and philosophizing. That feels like that's what you're trying to do. You're still unsure of the direction of destiny. And yet there's something in this energy where this essence is being offered to you. It's being brought around to you. The lunar eclipse is in Scorpio, which we've talked about here. Scorpio, let me just go back and be sure. Scorpio was, I think, Mercury and the Sun in conjunction. There's some kind of fluidity coming to you as you come out of this gateway to understand your essence, to liberate your soul from doubt. That's what seems to be coming in here. So Moon in Pisces. Pisces for you is house 7, partnerships. So there's something in relationships, and that's both in working together and sharing, and also in stable, loving relationships, your house 7. You've got Juno, Neptune, and Jupiter. These are big, big energies. Wishes from Jupiter. You get 9. 9 of Cups is Jupiter in Pisces. It's there for a month. Choose your wishes wisely, because they're going to help define your future now, your destiny, as you come out of this gateway. I want to say that that energy where you feel a bit spaced out will transform. That's just, you need to be less, what do I want to say, like gullible? More firm. Be more firm. Don't be so dreamy and then gossip afterwards. Be firmer. Actualize your dreams, and by that I mean your aspirations. Then Gemini for you is Gemini. Where's Gemini gone? That's why I didn't see that one. I put the word on the wrong part of the page. Gemini is your house 10, alchemizing. So you're moving this energy, actualizing it, bringing it into your house 12, and then moving it through to alchemizing. But what you're releasing is the energy of Leo. So you're releasing some part of an old essence, I guess is the best way of saying this. It's an old essence. It's not the truthful you. It's the it's the refinding of the gifts. The light that you came in with has to be relit somehow. And this is giving you this sort of, a really comfortable energy. It's bringing you back into yourself. There's something about transforming. It's like your life has become two big curved mirrors. And this is about straightening out the pathway so that you don't keep wandering all over the place. It's about being given an opportunity to grow, I mean, in the simplest terms, but in the right direction. It's like this is not visible, and it will become visible. The fog will clear around this energy, and that will bring you, it will bring you a sense of, what do I want to say? Like kind of, I'm sensing like everything feeling really sweet. Everything feeling just not lost, but knowing the pathway that you've never really known before. That pathway becoming really clear to you, Virgo. Not just... there's something about stepping where others tell you to step almost. There's something, I've just been noticing this, 44-55, that mastery over some kind of individualism, yes, but also how that reaches out creatively to a collective. I'm feeling much more comfortable in that energy. Feeling confident in the emotional choices that you're making for your future destiny. Because you can't, this feels like it's in fog and you've not been able to see it before, but there's a clarity coming. There is a clarity coming. It's beautiful. I like it, Virgo. So, who's next? Must be Pisces. It is Pisces. It is Pisces. Fishing around in the water. Pisces. A sip of water. Gemini was earlier. I can tell you when it was. Gemini was at 34 minutes. If you want to go backwards. Actually, I don't think you get the timestamps very well when you go backwards. You'd have to kind of know what time we're on now and how many minutes backwards it would be. It would be like going back an hour and 6 minutes or something to get near it. So, hang on. Pisces. Pisces. Pisces 12103, which is 020103. Now that's an interesting timestamp, Pisces. So Pisces, why do you want me? Neptune, you got your own sign straight in there. Not taking those, so it didn't fall out. I'll take these two. Moon in Aries and Mercury. It's a bit of Freddie Mercury, that one. Oi! Oi! Oh, I can't take all them. I'll take that one because it's come out separately. Chariclo. Graceful enforcer of boundaries. 62.9 years to go around the sun. Pisces. Oh, there's too many as well. Hey, and that's all the cards all over the floor. There's one facing down. It's water. All the others are facing up. Come on, Pisces. Oh. She won't go away, Psyche, today. I want one more, please, Pisces. Oh, that's too many more. One. She's got it, baby, she's got it. I'm your Venus. Right, so return to love is what I'm getting here. Being broken, being released, being unanchored from wrong love, ancestral love, smothering love, difficult love, coming back wonderfully to a sense of true love. Tell me, is love just a popular suggestion or merely an obsolete art? Forgive me for asking this simple question. I'm unfamiliar with his heart. I am a stranger here myself. That's from One Touch Venus. I thought it had the word Venus in it. But it didn't. As the lyrics unfolded, I was like, no, we're not going there, are we? Clearly. So, Pisces. Neptune. House 1. Pisces rising. We begin with the delusion, the emotional delusions of ancestral love stories. There's something in this energy, it came up in one the other day. It's like when you know, people tell you that Auntie Mary and Uncle Brian are really happy together, and that's not quite true. Or whatever it is, you know? It's the delusions of family stories around affection and joy, when often it's not necessarily the truth of things. So, where do we begin? Where do we begin? Moon in Aries. What's your Aries doing? Aries is house 12, isn't it? No. 2. The wrong way then. Ah, so look, wounds of love. Wounds of love. There's an energy of a need to assert your emotional independence from, I want to say, not just ancestral energies within you, but the energies of family around you that tell you who you can and how you love. This is not the right answer. I almost want to say that it's giving you a headache, you know, it's just too much. You need to use this Libra frequency. So where's your Libra? House 8, emerge. Again, these emerging energies. You need to emerge as the silver charmed speaker of sensuality, but to your own truth. You need to declare and vent your emotional independence, Pisces. And I want to say an arseholes to everybody else, because it's about your desires. I got 68 likes. That's my birth year. Well done, people. And then we have Chariclo, who is in Aquarius. That's your house at the end. There it is. I release. I burn the echoes of past, I want to say, expectations of love. Gracefully enforcing new boundaries for you. Yes, emotional independence. Free from family expectations. And family can include friends, but there is something about this that feels much more like a sense of, I'm not saying an arranged marriage, but like a good hard shove and a push towards the person that your family think you're best suited to, rather than who you know you are. There's something about a need to put on spiky horns almost, to push your own point, to nudge your own story. There's something with Ram and Taurus pushing. So that's house 2. And then Libra, Libra, Libra for you is house 8, which is this energy of Makemake, Psyche, Eros, and Haumea. It's like this ancestral energy that's stopping you choosing. When you assert your independence, when you're more impulsive with the people around you, enforcing your own boundaries, then there's some kind of more, there's more love available. There's a greater diversity in emotions. There's a fluidity that can come through. Because, you know, Psyche and Eros have just gone into a conjunction and they're separating in the last couple of days. And that frequency of they were the love that was broken apart. There's an energy here of a sense of having missed out on something early on that you feel would have been perfection. Yeah, it may have been, but do you know what? It didn't happen. But there's another kind of energy coming with somebody else. That's the energy I get. The awakening is through some other. There's emotional truths that need to be spoken as boundaries. There needs to be a kind of nurturing of your own independent decisions around who you love, where you love, how you love. There's this breath of love, like it's like an unspoken energy that needs to be, I want to say, almost vomited up. There's almost like a need for word violence, emotional violence to enforce your boundaries. I'm not saying go over the top. I just mean you fear that speaking, venting your truth to those around you as to who and how and why you love will feel like that it will receive a violent reaction, and that's what it's always received, and that's what needs to be changed. You're being given the chance to move into so much love. There's something of the clearing of the verdigris. You know, when copper gets that lovely patina on it, but you've allowed that patina to kind of swamp future opportunity, and it's time to strip back to the truth of your higher heart, your consciousness of how you breathe love into you and share that love. And there's a real sense of thinking, brain function being renewed, your heart becoming so strong with this new language of love that you need to use as your spoken truth. So, that's Pisces. That's gorgeous, Pisces. I haven't got anything in Pisces. Every time there's a lot of love on offer, I'm like, I want that. I want that. You know, I was in one relationship for 26 years and another for about 9 or something. And I thought they were both wrong. I thought they were wonderful for a long time, and now I know that they weren't anything. I want the everything one. Oh, I'm not shuffling yet. I'm on a timestamp. Who's next? I think it might be Libra rising. It is Libra rising. Kathy, are you ready? So Libra is 133, sort of 40 by the time I've done the maths. So that's 02, 13, 40. I hope. So Libra rising. What are you beginning with? Ooh, Eris. Sacred Rage. Eris. Eris. Oi! Monus Hieroglyphicus. Sacred Geometry. Sulfur. Cardinal modality, conjunction, Pholus, merging with unintended consequences, coming out of this tunnel. Oh, quincunx. And the lunar eclipse, the lunar eclipse. I feel like you're out of sorts with this lunar eclipse and you're trying to bring yourself back into alignment. That's the general energy. I feel like you threw an apple of discourse at yourself. You're like, right, what can I do to really agitate myself during this lunar eclipse? I'm just going to throw a golden apple. And I'm going to disrupt and make chaos while the universe... this is so weird because this doesn't feel like the truth. But they're kind of saying, you've created more discourse for yourself than the cosmos intended you to go through. Interesting. So let's begin. Eris. Oh, Eris is in opposition. She must be. Yeah. House 7. I feel like chicken tonight. I feel like this energy of Eris in Aries is in your house 7. I feel like you've been self-sabotaging relationships, and it's time. Look, both of these are somehow talking about bringing them into a new alignment. Take that apple of discourse and throw it away. It's not necessary. What else have we got? We've got Phallus and we've got the lunar eclipse. So we're looking at Capricorn for you and Taurus. So Capricorn is house 4 again. Nurturing. You're not nurturing yourself. And this is so weird. The universe is trying to get you to nurture you. And you're almost at the fate, and you're just throwing every golden apple trying to knock the coconut off the shine. There's a cardinal, what do I want to say? It is a fury. It is a divine rage. You're really, I almost want to say these last 2 days with, Psyche squaring off against Pluto, Phallus, Capricorn energy, fermenting you're fermenting an unnecessary gas, and you're not talking with the right people. This is a tricky one, Libra rising. There are emotional opportunities that the cosmos is trying to gift you with, but somehow there's this real sense of self-sabotaging, and you don't need to do it. You know, the eclipse tunnel in itself is a sabotage, or has been, but it feels a little bit like there's a creative unity from the chaos that you've been led down. You were meant to do this. It's not like I'm wagging a finger at you and saying, why did you do that, Libra rising? You were meant to. It was the law of unintended consequences. It was to awaken you magically. But there's other magic here. Science as magic. That's definitely the energy of Pluto in Aquarius. There's a new kind of, I almost want to say, you're experiencing an energy of breaking down ordinary logic that has always held you in good stead. Because there's something illogical about when we get into this full-on Pluto in Aquarius. Aquarius is single-minded. It has one solution for everyone, And yet the other energy we're playing against is the energy of Aries, as all the planets will move through in the next 2 years. So it's almost like you're being given a chance to break down logical behavior so that you can see how sometimes logic can be a mollifier or a disruptor to freedom. You're regaining your freedoms. You're going into the unity of the cosmos. You're creating a unity, but to do that, you've had to really see the comedy side of discourse, the disruption, the chaos. Almost the chaos is the sand part on a matchbox. Without that chaos, you couldn't strike the match and create something new. Because you've got this cardinal modality, you've got this energy. Now, Taurus for you, Taurus is your house 8. So it's sex and renewal, decrepitude and transformation. There is that energy here. There is that energy of, you know, indignant rage. And you seem to have flowed with it the best to understand how it is this thing about breaking down logic so that your logical mind wants one solution to fit everybody, but the truth of it is that you know that it's the individuality of your understanding that is your gift, and it's been challenging, but it's allowing you growth. If you can only bring the discourse into a kind of kinship, be in the heart of the differences of everybody. But there's something in here where you've got to put yourself before the others. That's the key. Your sacred wisdom, your science as magic, your shadow opportunities, your union, your cardinal modality. It's a new way of thinking, but it will defy your old logic. Okay? Libra rising. Oh, these are strange little readings coming out. Can't remember any of them, but as I go through them, I'm quite surprised. Who was the rude one? Leo. Right, so now we must be on the last one. Aries, Aries, Aries. So 143, 30, oh no, 143, 45, or 43, 43. So that means 02, 23, 13. Oh no, 43. 48 now, but never mind. So, Aries, you're the last. And you will also be, in July next year, the new North Node. Right, so, what's that little tightness in your chest, Aries? Right, Aries, wash your door out. Oh, you've got a quincunx. There's a lot of not talking. There's a lot of being at odds with things here, people. Oh, look, you've got Eris as well. I've just put them back in different places. You've also got the South Node, Aries. You've got the Sun, which is where the South Node is, in Scorpio. You've got Eris, you've got your own rage. And then what have you got? Oh, you got the North Node. And you got Mars in Gemini. And you got Moon in Taurus, which is exactly where it will be on this moment. Oh, I'll change my position now. So you've got your own first sign. So Aries, in Aries is Chiron and Eris. Eris is this energy at the moment of a kind of indignant rage. What are you indignant at? I think you're impatient. I think there's a sense of massive impatience. This South Node, Sun, North Node. There's this giving me this energy of, yes, that's where it is now. And you're like, I need it there. I need the Sun in my sign. And I need the node there. So I need to look, Gemini is your house 3, thinking, you're obsessed with anger at the moment. You're finding everything like being all at odds, lost at sea. Oh my God, there's a really weird energy, aural energy that's just unfolded in the whole room. It's massive. And it's around your indignant rage. There's so much raging here. And then you've got house 3. House 2. I think you think you have things that you don't have. This is really weird, Aries. You're seeking comforts. You're trying to find solitude in things that don't exist. You're not looking in the right places. There's something cardinal fire, cardinal rage. There's this energy here of knowing a passion so far ahead, something you wanted so much, and it never seems to get there. So Scorpio, which is where the South Node is. Let's go with your Scorpio. Right, this is house 8 again. It's this re-emerging energy. It's coming up a lot. We are re-emerging most of the signs. But here, for you, it's house 8. Well, of course it is. It's the standard for Aries. You don't have to think hard, although making it more complicated for myself there. So you've got in yourself now Mercury, Sun and Venus. There's a kind of energy here. You've missed something. That's what I'm getting. There's something which it's like a philosophical passion or an emotional passion, but it's passion. And somehow it's like waiting for a bus that never comes on a day when there's a strike. And it's making you, it's giving you a kind of, you're like on a war footing. I need more cards. I don't know why. This one's going in a completely different place. What have you got in house 3? I think Gemini and the North Node is in Taurus, which is with, there's a big change. There's something about how you've been bewitched by an illusionary passion. Right, well, there's something about being calm. You need to just calm everything down. I feel like I'm getting with the energy that's coming here. So house 9 for you, I explore, is in Sagittarius. Further learning. There's an impatience. I feel like there's something here where you've learnt the wrong lesson. And you've applied the wrong lesson. This fact that we've got the complete movement, you've learned the wrong lesson, but you're going to learn the right lesson as July starts. But what's the energy coming out of this? To calm down, I guess. To create, to make some kind of expansion on the direction of possible journeys that you can go on. I want to know what Biz said. I want to know what Biz said. Can't help myself. Oh, it's a dating sign. We don't need your kind of dating. We got our own going on. Yeah, there's something that you mislearn. Or learn before it could be applied. There's an energy there. There's a frustration. There's a need to realign areas, some kind of, like a relocation of thought, of emotion, but it keeps linking back to a hot-headed passion. Like the ram, just ramming yourself into the door and the door wouldn't open. And now the door will open. Okay, the door will open. So, you've got Hygeia in here. Your biome, we're going back with you to biome. Your biome is not communicating properly between your physical body and your consciousness somehow. It's that message. And it's making you hot. I'm even seeing like bowel disorders. Conjunction. Bringing something back to union. Merging your body with your consciousness. There's something where temporarily you're itching to get on with something and you're not ready. Yeah, look, again, mellow. Sagittarius. That's this, house 9. Calm, mellow. Emotionally appease. I wanted to say emotionally appease your body and emotionally appease your emotions, but what do I really mean? Relax. Pacify your impatience and calm everything down. 909. The same 909. There's a reset, a divine reset, but you have to let go of, there's a cardinal energy in you, a cardinal passion that's been too future, it's too far ahead. It's like a few too many months ahead, and it's disrupting you. Live in the now, not in the energy of a future that hasn't yet been anchored in the now. You're not anchored. and then that as an ending. House 12, which for you is Pisces, let go of it. Let go of the desire to do something before your time, somehow your time. It's making it very difficult for you to earth yourself. I want to say it feels like for some of you, you may feel a need to look into your mineral balances. I think there might be an iron imbalance. I don't want to say too little or too much. I'm saying it's an imbalance in your iron, and that's causing some kind of it's causing some kind of discomfort in your blood, which is allowing the anger to push through too much. Calm everything down. That's what you need to do as you come out of this door. Give yourself and the world time to cool around you. This eclipse tunnel has just had you triggered so much. You need to feel formless. You need to feel formless, because as we move forwards in the next couple of years, your frequency is going to become one of the most powerful, and it's almost like you've powered up and you're struggling to release too much fire, too much passion, too much energy. And you need to be, as I said, allow yourself to be formless, to liberate your emotions from this frustration. It is a frustration, and that's your journey out of the door, to bring yourself down, to mellow yourself, to relearn you, I guess, is the energy, to relearn you. So that was, I enjoyed that. I hope you all did. It was a wonderful way to show the hidden power within the deck, the Alchemy of Astrology, because it's dealing with astrological placements, and every sign has those astrological placements in different houses, in different signs, and so it was a really nice way to do that. Bring you a bit nearer so that I can read with you now. It's okay, Wassail, Paris, Saburi, Wassail, Nirvana, Tsunami. They're almost like a little bit echoey there. Oh, have fun at the activation event. Yes, you can send me donations, PayPal me a rustling around. It helps me when I go and visit places, because I have to pay for tour guides and all that kind of stuff, and I have to pay for accommodation and food. Otherwise I just live on water. Oh, that's delicious. So I can close that one down because I don't need to look at all your different houses. You have to write them all down because you can't remember all that stuff, and it took me about 3 hours. Wassail, Shannon Golden. So I'm not going to be around for a couple of days because I'm having my second crow tattooed on my chest, because that's my lunar eclipse magic to me. I want my 2 crows for the rune deck on my body because I worked on them for over 1.5 years, and I need to mark that permanently on my skin. Wassail, crystalline alchemist, Yeah, you will have to go back. Go back to your rising signs. I need to type up the timestamps now that we've got them all. You're in Argentina. Tomorrow is your birthday. Happy, happy birthday. I want to still call you Cosmic. Yes, I'm going to have my crows. And it feels like, I think it's going to be 2 days of work, which I'm not looking forward to. But it means that I'll get the crow sort of almost finished, and then the eclipse the next day, and then out of the eclipse I get the completion of it, and then I'll feel good. Well, I won't. I'll feel in pain for a while, but I'm having a crow come water phoenix. It's the idea of rising above emotional turmoil to remember the bigger picture. So beautiful, people. Look, 86 thumbs up. Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, and then the deck's coming. Then the rune deck, and then we'll get really, really excited. Yeah, it's really weird because I've had to have my chest shaved. And I feel really weird when I haven't got my normal hair on me. So I'm just reading your comments. Right, people, I'm going to go and I'm going to have Wassail Parry. I don't think I sang hello to you earlier, and I've seen all the comments going up. Yeah, I feel like I want to decorate my body with important pieces of work that I've put myself through. Because as I say, the rune deck has been me working with lots of different people on and off for a year and a half, over a year and a half now. And at some points when you're working with certain people, it's like 8-10 hours a day preparing it. So it's a long work, and it needs to be put on my body so that I never forget the effort. Yeah, be great if I grew feathers. Wassail Savannah Smith. Yes, good night, everyone. Enjoy the moon. As I say, I'll not be here for a couple of days, and then Petal's flying in, hopefully Wednesday, because she's going to have a tattoo on Friday with the same guy, and hopefully Petal and I will go and see Pachamachamacamak, and then I can do the Capricorn reading at a sacred site, if there's enough time, because they're still coming, those ancient ancestral energy readings. Yes, it's coming up very, very soon. Wassail Tracy J. Bye, everybody. Yes, it's nice to have someone coming to visit me. Yeah, there was a lot of love in that reading. I think we'll all feel a lot better when we're out of this tunnel. And we will feel a lot better next year. The energies are really going to shift. And I've got some really exciting stuff. I've got a reading to do, which I've been looking into for Pluto going into Aquarius, Neptune into Aries, Gaia, Uranus into Gemini, and then that big transit of all the outside planets renewing the energy in Aries. So there's lots coming up. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. I'm going to leave you now. Some music, man. pick a little, tuck a little, pick a little, tuck a little, cheep, 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 tuck a lot, pick a little more. Good night, beautiful people. Thank you, moderators. Yeah, I love Pick a Little, Talk a Little. I particularly love it in the film. I love Hermione Gingold when she says Balzac. Just makes me laugh every time. There's some good songs in that show. So, beautiful people, have a gorgeous lunar eclipse. Open the door and let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine in. Yeah, till there was you. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you. I also like the one about the pool table. I also like cash for the merchandise, cash for the cotton goods, cash for the printing. The one on the train, that's fun as well. Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What are you getting? What do you talk? Talk, talk, talk. You can pick it, you can pick it, you can talk, talk, talk. Oh, I don't know all the words. It's a long time since I've seen that film. I can't remember the Paul song though. That's the one I really want to remember. Hey, you got trouble. Oh, we got trouble right here in River City. Right here in River City. Where the capital P and that rhymes T and that stands for pool. That stands for pool. Yeah. It's a pleasure. Have a beautiful evening, people. And I'll see you in a couple of days. In pain. Wassail, beautiful people.